Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for Friday, the 25th of October, 2019. So, today the sun is still in Scorpio, obviously. The moon is in, what is the moon in? Let me check the moon diary here. The moon is in Virgo into Libra. It's going Virgo into Libra. And do be aware that my moon diary is in UK timing, so if it doesn't resonate 100% with the states in terms of, when the moon moves into this sign or, dates of the new and full moon, that's why. So guys, if you haven't, do make sure to subscribe and share the videos. It really does help the channel and I really appreciate it. Check out the November reads as well as the October reads. Virgo and Capricorn are out first. I will be trying to shoot some more later and tomorrow. So we're going to get all those November ones out soon. And if you want a specific look for your November reading, because I'm doing Halloween looks for them, let me know in the comments. So we're going to use the Aquarian Tarot here as well as the Hermetic Tarot. And I'm using them both because actually, I think I just mentioned this, it's my partner's birthday. It's my Scorpio's birthday. And I let him pick the cards today. And he surprisingly did not pick any of the decks that he's gotten me. So I was like, okay, well, all right. So happy birthday to all of you Scorpios who are celebrating birthdays today or just celebrated it. And just happy birthday to all my Scorpios. Wish Will a happy birthday in the comments because it is his birthday. All right, so let's get into this, guys. We're in that Scorpio season. I can tell you, honestly, I have been feeling it. It's been intense. The people around me that have been telling me, what they've already started to go through in this season, intense. So far, we have the Star, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I like this, actually. Thank God. I was afraid it was going to be much more esoteric, weird read the way that it has been lately. And I feel like some people get so irritated by that. But, it's the energy, and it's just the way it is. And sometimes you can't fake it. I mean, you can never fake it with tarot. And if you are faking it, then you're not really reading them. Oof. Okay, let's see what else we get here. Comes after all this. Please just give me one card. It's like, here's half the deck. A lot of energy at play here. A lot of big stuff when you get the Star and the Wheel of Fortune. High Priestess reversed. Let me get one more. Let's get one more for your overall energy in all of this today. And don't worry, the Hermetic will be used to clarify. So yeah, I did a little bit of a bloody makeup thing for Virgo and Capricorn. And if you guys really don't like things like that, then maybe I'm not the best channel for you because I enjoy horror, gore, all those fun aspects of Halloween, as well as the, the ritual and Samhain aspect of it. But I just like to have fun. And someone got upset because I was wearing a Junji Ito shirt the other day. And that's not a disturbing shirt at all. So I was like, sensitive people, if you're sensitive to a shirt without any blood and gore or anything on it, then I'm sorry that you have to live that way, honestly. Because that sounds really boring. I'm not trying to be offensive, just saying, I do wear things like that. I do enjoy things like that. And if you're not into it and don't want to hear it or see it at all, oh my gosh, that's really weird. Then maybe we'll check out something that's a lot more frilly and happy. All right. Anyways, the Star, see, Scorpio season got me being sharp. I need to stop. All right, the Star, Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess reverse, and then what do we end with? The World. So when you get the Wheel of Fortune and the World together, or at least for me, when I get them together, we have major cycles closing out, major new beginnings. For those of you who are celebrating birthdays, I'm not surprised if we're getting these cards. And I'm not surprised that both these cards came out from the decks that he just picked. Because it is a very cyclical day. It's a cyclical time. Scorpio season also kind of, because it holds Samhain and it holds this kind of veil thinning, and it's almost like an end of the year, but at a different time. I know that everybody considers the new year in January 1st, but sometimes it feels like the new year ends and begins in October. And that's the kind of the feeling that I get here. So let's get a couple clarifiers Because we start off with the Star and the Six of Cups. And that's not a bad way to start out, but Six of Cups, as we know, has a couple different meanings. And I'm just going to take those two that popped out because what else does it have to say? The Star and the Six of Cups. So, the Star is always wonderful because it does involve healing. It involves, I mean, there could be a lot of Aquarian energy here today. I also am picking up on a lot of Virgo energy because we do have that Knight of Pentacles there. But the Star is about healing and reconnecting, especially when it comes next to the Six of Cups. We could be hoping and wishing to reconnect with somebody, to reconcile with somebody. It could be any of those situations for us, or it could have to do with an Aquarius. Four of Wands reversed, and then the Two of Cups. Something that has come out of it that has been not in alignment, maybe even separate. I don't know if like you've been spending time apart from this person. This feels kind of like a love reading for some of you, but we'll see what else comes up here. Again, these are general readings, so take them as you may and how they fit. But Two of Cups, Four of Wands reversed, then the Two of Cups coming out after it. Underneath the Star and the Six of Cups. That's quite a dreamy feeling, in my opinion. It's got a lot of love reconnection there. A lot of reconnection with a friendship, a lover, somebody that we've been thinking of and that we have not been connected with in a while. Maybe we've experienced some misalignment in a friendship. Could be a family relationship because it is Four of Wands reversed, maybe even with a fire sign, again, or an Aquarius. But there is, let's resolve this. Let's make this equal. Let's come back to this. Let's rejoin back in those feelings that we used to have, in the joy. You know, remember that time we had, even if it's a friendship, remember that time we had a really good time doing that thing. It's like we're wanting to bring that energy, that friendship, that kind of feeling back in here, and we're willing to do some healing here, to offer the apologies, to say, hey, I miss you. What's going on? Let me tell you how I'm feeling. Reaching out to somebody because you need help, for some of you. Because sometimes Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, especially with the Star, it might be that you need some healing in terms of love. You might need a friend or somebody to come and heal you because something else has happened that has knocked you out of balance here. So this could be just that you're reconnecting with somebody that does make you feel good, and you're getting that advice, getting that guidance, getting, the friendship aspect that you need to heal from this situation. Now let's look at the Knight of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune, because that feels a little bit more money aspected towards, for me at least. Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. And gosh, there is this really great astrologer. This is kind of bringing up astrology for me. So actually, I'm going to peep it real quick because I will not get his name right unless I look this up. But I just found him the other day, and I thought he was great. I have a hard time with astrologers, not being an astrologer. I'm not an astrologer, and I have a lot of interest and knowledge about it, but it takes a lot for me to sit down and really listen to an astrologer go off, because they're always complicated. There's always a lot going on. It's called White Light Astrology. He's very good, though. I really enjoyed it. He's got like weekly astrology things where he goes through each day. It tells you what's going on. He's got stuff about the full moons and new moons and stuff. I just think I really like his... I really like his style. I really like the way he goes about the astrology and describing it. So go and give him a follow, White Light Astrology. Tell him I sent you. Because I do really like his astrology. I like Barbara Goldsmith as well, but she's a little bit like having your nice aunt or your grandmother tell you, which is nice too. But sometimes you want somebody a little bit more like fun and like with it and like week by week. So anyways, all right, enough about that. I just thought that was interesting because I know that there's a lot of astrological things at play here, and it's hard for me to touch upon them all. Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. So let's get some clarifiers there and we'll move on here. So yeah, this is definitely a day that involves people. Queen of Wands, King of Cups. To me, this almost talks about, because we just had that Aries full moon. This is the Aries card for me. She almost always represents Aries for me. She can be other fire signs. She can't even represent Sag. But the King of Cups is here, and that for me is always Scorpio. This is a very sharp, specific deck. If you don't have the Hermetic deck, they all got meanings. They all got placements. They all are very specific and very intense and hold a lot of intensely just really sharp meanings within the imagery, within the card, and within the little booklet that it has. But the King of Cups, when he shows up, is always Scorpio to me. So we got a Scorpio energy, we got fire sign energy, but with that Wheel of Fortune and that not King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles here, it feels like, I don't know why, I just feel like there's some changes that are lingering that are still going on from that Aries full moon. Things that we've needed to change, revelations that we've had. Things are still like filtering out in terms of what needed to be changed, what was happening then. If you were trying to make something happen, it feels more like it's starting to get legs now. Can we please, guys? Oh my gosh, let's get one more here. You get the High Priestess reversed too. And for me, that's when we're not really interested in listening to our higher self, or we haven't been. We're not interested in listening and following the inner guidance. And we might not believe that we have the answers. So things are coming to a close, and we might not really have, I don't know. It's like I'm trying to find a way to describe this, and I was so hoping this wasn't going to be one of those super esoteric readings. And for some of you, this is quite straightforward. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's dig through all this weird energy right here. So you just got the Lovers. So yeah, for some of you, it's closing out old chapters and needing to open up new ones. It's needing to put the lid on the can here, put the lid on the pot, and let it boil. Because I don't think that we can have control of this right now. It's weird. He popped out and fell on the ground earlier, but I was like, I don't know if he's supposed to be there. I'll see if he wants to come back. And here he is, King of Wands reversed. When I get him, there's frustration, anger towards a lack of control. There's a need to be in a certain way and not being able to be in that way. And that way is control and feeling good about yourself and being confident. There's a lot lacking for us to fully be on the other side of all this energy. And it might just be that you need to kind of let this happen the way it has to happen. When you get the Four of Swords and all of this and the High Priestess reverse, you might feel like you don't know what the best thing here is. And you might feel like, you know, you were hoping this was going to come back in a different way, and it's kind of coming back in a much weirder way, in a less expected way. With that Six of Cups star, it's like there's something coming back if we were waiting for somebody, or even a work situation to come back, a love situation to come back, a person to reconnect. And it opens up a new chapter, but we can't really see where it's going. And we don't feel like we have all the answers here. And it's because I think that we just have to make the choice and wait. Yeah, make the choice and wait and allow that to kind of let that energy carry you today. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to be said, a lot to be heard. Listen, wait, rest. You know, stay confident, but realize that you might not have all the control here. But who has all the control when you get the Wheel of Fortune in the world? Certainly not you. And as I said that, I looked up and it said 1333 for the time on the video. So 333. I'm not a numerologist and I don't know that off the top of my head, but for those of you who do, you're smart. Put it in the comments. Be smarter than me. I'm not a numerologist. I try to remember all those number things, but there's just so many. I know that 3 is when you're trying to align in mind, body, and soul. It's the Empress number, but when you get it 3 times, I don't know. Maybe it's like super get aligned in mind, body, and soul. There isn't aligning. I don't know. Ask people. There are definitely other people involved in this reading that are telling you things, offering you things, reconnecting with you. And you kind of just have to roll with the punches, ride the wave here, listen, pay attention, and try to release that aspect of you that really wants to control this. Let's get Adoring Virtue Romance Angel card here. Ooh, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That is exactly what I feel that today is. There's some honest discussions. There are feelings being put out there. There is a lot in terms of that realm. And again, there's a lot of people here. Even though she's like talking to him, they got these 2 little angels that are also listening. Talk to your friends. Talk to people who may not just be, you know, the sounding board, but also the people that can help you kind of, you know, your friends that will boost your confidence before you go and tell that person how you feel, or reconnect with that person, or, you know, say what needs to be said. There's listening that is involved here, and I think it's on your part, but I also think that you might need somebody, for some of you, you guys might need to reconnect with somebody in terms of a friendship or relationship and express some feelings here. See what they have to say about it. Let's get a Halloween oracle now. Oh, I made a Halloween playlist. I might put like the link in the description box. It's through just, Apple Music. But I put some fun songs on it. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll probably put that in the comment, or not the comment section, but in the description box. There it goes. All right. Ooh, you guys get 2 cards, Trick or Treat and Eternal Love. Like I said, there's like for whoever is like reconnecting in love, there's a very deep love here. There's some type of intense connection. When you get the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, all in a reading, all the cyclical energies, 6 of Cups, this might have to do with reconnecting with a soulmate or a twin flame. I don't like to throw around the word twin flame because people go nuts so much, and even soulmates, like people are like, get a little crazy about it. So that's why I try to stay away from those terms, if you guys have noticed. And it's kind of a need to let go of your need to control whatever this situation is today and just let it happen. Trick or treat, mischief and play. It's literally that. So should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it may well be time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we're afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. There's a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent fun. It's time to have some fun. And Eternal Love is that card that I get when there is a significant love at hand, when we're connecting significantly in love, whether we're in a relationship or not. There is a deep, deep connection here, and something is awakening. Should you choose this card, you're being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers, it leaves its own legacy, and we should be aware of this every day that we live. For those that are ready for and desiring of a partner, it also indicates that a significant love is close at hand and to be ready to open up to this new experience. Longer read today, but a lot of cards, a lot of messages. Was hoping it wasn't going to be such a big one, but at least it was a little bit more straightforward than the weird energies that we've been dealing with. So happy birthday to all my Scorpios. Wish Will a happy birthday because it is his birthday today. Thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure to share and subscribe to the channel. Check me out over on Instagram if you want to see any other readings and stuff that I do over there. I do dailies, pick a card, etc. Post fun pictures. You'll always know about monthlies that are coming up there before you know them here. But anyways, guys, thank you. Have a great day. And if you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in my description box. Take advantage of that 20% off of Teespring. It will be over on the 31st. Okay? So thank you. Namaste.